So it's almost like you got to get uncomfortable. Wrestles Flair first. I mean, they had some great matches, him and Flair. I mean,
Yeah.
really better than their WWF matches because their WWF matches are good but not great. The WCW matches were actually a lot better.
Can I tell you why I think that too? And
Hmm.
I think you hit on the head. Rick was more over in WCW than he really was in WWF. Would you concur?
Yes.
Yeah. And so, hey, when you're over in a place like Rick was and Hogan was, the matches are going to go tremendous usually. And you feel a lot more comfortable when you know you're over Rick. And during this time, as you remember, Rick was making some of the greatest interviews in history.
Hmm.
And, and we're basically a Southern company. And it was a little bit of a civil war, the North against the South. And I think, if you listen to the tapes back then, and the production company uh, did a hell of a job of browning out some of the boos from Hogan because he's in Rick's, home place.
Yep.
I think, and the other thing was during this period, they were two of the biggest stars in the history of the wrestling business, and I think Rick said, "I'm going to show there's no animosity. I'm going to go out and bust my ass and make Hulk look the best he's ever been in WCW," and I think he did that.
No doubt. They had some great matches, especially when he first came in '94. They had some really good matches. What is your relationship with Hulk here? Because, on screen, obviously, you're the guy pushing the end of Hulkamania. You got to kill Hulkmania. What's your relationship like with him off camera, off screen? You guys have a good relationship?
Yeah, I knew him from the very beginning. When he was in Tampa, starting to be a wrestler, and I had gone for a couple of shots when he was in Continental in Pensacola, and yeah, yeah, he was. We had a great relationship.
Were you ever surprised at all that he became, the Babe Ruth of wrestling? Did you foresee that? Were you surprised at all? They're like, wow, this I can't believe, this young punk I knew from Tampa is the biggest star in the business.
If I said I thought it would happen, I'd be lying. But he was, once that Rocky movie hit, it
Yep.
changed the dynamic. And before that, because I believe at that time, wasn't he in AWA?
Yep.
He wrestled in, I think it was in Dothan, Alabama, as Sterling Golden, I think. I may be wrong, but he came off that Atlanta TV at one time as Sterling Golden. And he went to Pensacola area and he drew a huge house. And I believe it was with Holly Race. And I mean, when I say a huge house, this is Dothan, Alabama. I think they had 20,000 people in outside stadium in Dothan, Alabama.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's
So,
funny too, because if you go back to AWA, you watch those shows when he beats Bockwinkel for the title, and they reverse it. The crowd is
yeah.
like deflated. I mean, they are not happy. Like they were literally go nuts that he won, and then like deflated. So Vern almost a little bit too much of a stop and start with Hulk. He had something there, and he didn't realize it.
Well, I think it is that a lot of people don't know the history. You know, he had made a deal with Vern that he could work in New Japan, and Vern wanted, I think, 50% of his merchandise and a
Oh,
booking fee from New Japan. So I think it was one of those things where you give the guy the carrot and then take it back.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.